The world of action cameras has always been fiercely competitive, with every new release trying to push boundaries, add more features, and redefine what creators, adventurers, and professionals can do with such tiny yet powerful devices. And now, the excitement is reaching new heights as rumors and leaks surrounding the upcoming DJI Osmo Action 6 are spreading across the internet, leaving fans buzzing with curiosity and anticipation. While DJI has not officially confirmed much, a growing collection of leaks and insider reports are painting a picture of what could be one of the most groundbreaking action cameras ever released. If you've been waiting for the next big step in compact filmmaking gear, buckle up, because the Osmo Action 6 seems to be coming with some serious surprises. So let's dive deep into all the details, the leaks, the speculated features, the expected performance, and even the possible pricing, to see whether this camera might truly become the next big game changer in the action camera space. First, let's talk about the heart of any camera, the sensor. According to multiple leaks, DJI may finally bring a full 1-inch CMOS sensor into the Osmo Action 6. That's a big deal. A 1-inch sensor isn't just a small technical upgrade, it represents a major leap in how an action camera can handle light, detail, and overall image quality. For years, creators have been pushing the limits of smaller sensors in action cameras, but bigger sensors allow for better low-light performance, more dynamic range, and generally more cinematic results. Imagine capturing a late-evening surf session or a sunrise hike through the mountains, with much less noise, richer colors, and sharper details. If this leak turns out to be true, it could be one of the single most defining features of the Osmo Action 6 and potentially place it well ahead of many of its rivals, including GoPro and Insta360. But of course, a sensor is only part of the story. What you can do with it matters just as much. Another leak that has everyone talking is the possible jump to 8,000 recording at 30 frames per second, with additional support for 5.3K at 60 frames per second, 4K at 120 frames per second, and even 108op at 240 frames per second for those buttery smooth slow-motion shots. Now, let's be real, 8K sounds incredibly exciting on paper, but it's also something that needs to be taken with a pinch of salt. Not every creator needs 8K, and not every computer can even handle editing it smoothly. But the fact that an action camera could potentially offer that level of resolution is impressive. For professionals who want maximum detail, or the ability to crop into shots without losing quality, 8K would be a massive upgrade. Meanwhile, the higher frame rates in 4000 and 108op will benefit everyday users who love capturing fast-paced sports, stunts, or just family fun moments with the smoothest possible playback. And speaking of cinematic quality, leaks suggest the Osmo Action 6 might come with 10-bit D-Log M color support, paired with over 13 stops of dynamic range. That might sound like technical jargon to some viewers, but what it really means is that this camera won't just capture footage. It will capture footage with serious flexibility for color grading and post-production. Imagine being able to pull shadows, adjust highlights, push colors around just like you could with a professional mirrorless camera. That's a big step forward for creators who want more than just quick vlogs or casual clips. It's the kind of feature that professional filmmakers and YouTubers dream of having in such a small form factor, of course. All the image quality in the world wouldn't matter if your shots end up shaky. And stabilization has always been one of DJI's strong points. According to leaks, the Osmo Action 6 will debut RockSteady 4.0, along with an improved version of Horizon Steady. It's capable of maintaining full 360-degree horizon leveling. That means whether you're snowboarding down a mountain, biking across rough terrain, or even just running with the camera in hand, your footage stays incredibly smooth and level. No tilting, no jerky movements, just buttery stabilization that feels like you're floating. And if DJI really has enhanced this system with AI-powered improvements, we might be looking at some of the smoothest action footage ever seen without the need for a bow. But here's where things start getting even more interesting. Rumors suggest the Osmo Action 6 might introduce smartwatch integration as one of its new standout features. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine being able to control your action camera directly from your wrist, monitor live feeds, or even overlay data such as heart rate, speed, distance, or altitude onto your videos. This would especially appeal to athletes, adventurers, and vloggers who want to add extra layers of storytelling to their footage. If DJI really nails compatibility with popular watches like the Apple Watch or Garmin devices, it could create a whole new dimension of creativity for users who want to merge health data, location tracking, and live stats into their storytelling. Now let's shift to something practical, but crucial: storage and connectivity. Leaks hint that the Osmo Action 6 might come with around 64 gigabytes of internal storage, along with a microSD card slot for expansion. That's actually a welcome move because many creators have faced frustrating moments when their memory card isn't handy. Internal storage gives you peace of mind that you'll always be able to record at least some footage no matter what. On top of that, the leak suggests modern connectivity upgrades like Bluetooth 5.1, Wi-Fi 6 for faster transfers, and of course USB-C support. These are the kind of behind-the-scenes upgrades that make the user experience smoother and faster without necessarily being flashy headline features. But let's not forget battery life. One of the most common complaints about action cameras is that they overheat or run out of juice far too quickly. The leaks suggest the Osmo Action 6 could feature a 1950 mAh battery and potentially deliver over 4 hours of continuous 4K recording. If true, that would be a huge leap compared to many current models that barely last an hour under demanding recording conditions. DJI has reportedly worked on better heat management to avoid thermal shutdowns, which would make this camera far more reliable for longer shoots. Just imagine not having to worry about your camera dying halfway through a hike, ride, or a day at the beach. And what about durability? Action cameras are meant to go where regular cameras can't, and the Osmo Action 6 seems like it will continue that tradition. Rumors suggest a waterproof design capable of handling depths of up to 18 to 20 meters without a case. That's deeper than most competitors, which usually max out around 10 meters. Combined with rugged materials, scratch-resistant lens protection, and improved seals, the Osmo Action 6 could very well become the go-to choice for divers, surfers, or anyone who loves water sports. From the outside, leaked images hinted a slightly bulkier design compared to its predecessor. The housing may look a bit thicker, possibly to accommodate the larger sensor and improved cooling systems. The lens area reportedly features a ridged or stepped design, which could serve both functional and aesthetic purposes. While some fans might worry about portability, it's likely DJI is balancing compactness with performance. After all, if the trade-off is slightly more weight for dramatically better video and durability, most creators would call that a win. And of course, we can't forget about price. While nothing is confirmed, leaks and analyst predictions suggest the DJI Osmo Action 6 could launch at around $329 to $429 for the standard combo, with Adventure or Pro bundles priced in the $479 to $579 range. If that ends up being accurate, it would place the Osmo Action 6 in direct competition with the GoPro Hero series and the Insta360 Ace Pro, while potentially undercutting them in terms of value if all the rumored features really make it into the final product. Now, as exciting as all these leaks are, it's important to stay cautious. Overheating could still be a challenge, especially if the camera really offers 8K recording in such a small body. Battery claims may not hold up under real-world use when stabilization. Wireless connections and high resolutions are running at the same time. And while smartwatch integration sounds futuristic, syncing data reliably without glitches is easier said than done. But even with these uncertainties, one thing is clear: DJI is aiming high. If even half of these rumored features make it to the final product, the Osmo Action 6 could end up being the most versatile, creator-friendly action camera ever built. So where does that leave us? Well, if you're a filmmaker, a vlogger, or just someone who loves capturing life's adventures, the Osmo Action 6 is shaping up to be a camera worth waiting for. Bigger sensor, higher resolution, smoother stabilization, smarter integrations, longer battery life, and rugged durability. It's almost like DJI took a checklist of every creator's dream features and decided to check them all off in one go. Whether it will live up to the hype remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, the world of action cameras is about to get very, very interesting. And as we approach the rumored release window, possibly as soon as October, all eyes will be on DJI. Will the Osmo Action 6 deliver the revolution that leaks are promising? Or will it fall short under real-world testing? Only time will tell. But for now, the anticipation is half the fun.